Hello everyone, today is May 2nd, 2025, for real this time. This is your host, Kamasa, just right at the end is silent, bringing you your daily Elden Ring NightReign news. There has been news to report from NightReign today. Earlier today, FromSoft dropped a full 10-minute trailer about the game. As you can expect, there's a lot to cover about this. I will give a condensed version of it, at least as condensed as I can. If you want to get hyped about a game you will ultimately never play, because I know my audience very well, you can in fact look in my comment section where I will link the trailer as always. So, what did FromSoft give us today? I would like to start in continuation with yesterday's video, where I talked about the two last heroes we didn't see before. So we got the name, and we got to see them in game too. So that's great. The Sekiro guy is called Executor, from what I remember, while the one that got teased on Instagram is called Revenant and is allegedly supposed to be a summoner healer type of character. So that's going to be very, very interesting to play. Okay, so biggest part of the trailer in my opinion is the part that goes over Limveiled. Limveiled, if you don't know, is the name of the place we basically do everything in the game. So Limveiled is an alternate version of Limgrave that is the first zone from the actual Elden Ring game, but it will, as a good roguelike does, be entirely randomized. I don't know if you knew, but in the network test that happened a long time ago, it was what, a month or two, I don't remember. My time perception is kind of fucked. Anyway, in that network test version, there was only two maps that weren't randomized at all, and people rightfully pointed this out. Except it was only so we could get an idea of how a game kinda goes, even if it wasn't entirely randomized. So this time around, in the actual game, the map is fully randomized with bits and pieces from here, from there, and sometimes the game just throws in a whole new biome in there. It can be a forest of putrefaction, though apparently you can't get poisoned just from standing in there, which is so nice. Though I'm pretty sure the enemies in there are still gonna try and poison you, so that's not good. That's going to be a Walrus volcano. Yeah, just a volcano popping up. There's also in the game there's the Nox will live underground and everything, so they have their biome too, and it seems like you can fight Astel in there, which is a big boss in Elden Ring. Big events seemingly happening there in the alternate biomes. So very interesting. There can also be, as I said before, invasions like Margit or Morgoth. I don't know. they decide that can just invade a game. And I'm guessing Morgoth isn't the only boss that can invade a game. I'm guessing it would be really cool if the Pursuer from Dark Souls 2 can also be a part of like the invading bosses. That would be really cool. I would love that. There can also be meteors falling from the skies, which I'm guessing basically means you're going to fight one of the gravity themed boss. So that's pretty cool. We basically seen a lot of different variation in biomes. Some weren't explained, but we just saw them, and it was Some of them look pretty cool. There was that one with weird bubbles floating around. I don't know. I'm not an expert in bubbles, but that looked really interesting. Moving on from Limveiled, I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to talk about? The skins. I'm going to talk about the skins. So there's a shop, the Round Table Hold. So there you can buy certain items. And what we thought it was, oh my god, I don't know how to talk about anymore. Anyway, we thought that we would buy skins from there, but no, they're buyable from a mirror. That's because mirrors are well-known traders. Anyway, that's where we buy the skins for a currency called Mercs. That's a name. But skins look pretty cool, and some of them are even pulled from older games. Like there's the iconic Dark Souls 2 armor, that's the Farum armor. There's a Solar armor. Oh, you don't know. I was so happy seeing my boy Solar and NightReign. I was so happy. There's a Hunter skin too confirmed, so that's pretty cool. I love Bloodborne. The nostalgia slope really working on me. And that's about it for the skins. Basically, it's a fun little thing you can buy to customize the character a little beyond just making a build, and I think it's pretty neat. And as far as I'm aware, there's no microtransactions, so you can just play the game and get them, and I think that's pretty cool. Base FromSoft for that. Lastly, before I go, oh my god, 7 minutes long, but maybe I can put the trailer in there. Lastly, what I want to talk about, we have seen glimpses of a few new bosses and older bosses that come back with a new attack. For example, Godric, which is one of the major bosses in the actual Elden Ring game, comes back with a new attack that's apparently a crucial ultimate attack where it spawns a weird tails and something, and I'm guessing it's gonna whip around for the whole team to feel, because bosses seems to be balanced around the fact that there's 3 guys even if you can play solo. We have seen also the spider boss from Dark Souls 2 in all of its glory, with the same fucking laser attack. I think it's going to be very interesting. It's gonna spawn spiders probably, like it did in the original game, so that can keep you occupied. I'm guessing there will be something more, but we haven't seen it. We have also seen 4 of the final bosses, because there's 8 final bosses and now we have 4 of them. We have seen a dragon that uses gravity magic and spews shit on the floor. I don't really know. I think it was all Americans would love that. We have seen some kind of Minotaur, which was teased already, but now we saw him in action and it was pretty cool. We know about Gladius, which was the 3-headed wolf boss from the network test, and there was the last one. I can't remember the last one. What the fuck? Oh yeah, okay, it was a frog guy. Yeah, there's a frog guy, and I think it's gonna summon stuff. I don't know. This frog guy kind of pissed me off. It gives me bad vibe. I think I'm not gonna like him. So 4 boss known. 4 boss left to go. I'm pretty sure there won't be more teasers about them, because that's kind of like they are the final boss. So that would be pretty cool to play blind and discover them. And I think that's about it. Would you look at that? I think the video is going to be 10 minutes long, so I'm just going to put the trailer from the beginning instead of the usual thing. This has been your daily Elden Ring NightReign news for today. March 2nd, I completely forgot since this video was so long. March 2nd, 2025. This was your host, Kamastar, signing off. You know what that means?